Good evening, Wobble fam, and welcome back to Diamonds and Dragons Minecraft. This is my weekly Minecraft stream where we take classic Dungeons and Dragons maps and we turn them into Minecraft maps. We are almost done with Marpenoth Hall. This is a map created by a map maker called Dyson Logos, who's very well known in the tabletop role-playing game community. We have completed probably 80% of the main structure. The only thing that we have to do tonight is we have to put the second floor on the west wing of the manor, and then I do need to finish up the interiors. I wanted to get some time this past week to work on that. It has been a very busy week, guys. That's why we're actually starting this stream a little bit late. I have had so much going on today that I just didn't get everything done before stream time. So we are going to we're gonna get into the game in just a second. I see there's a whole bunch of folks in chat. Hello to Chantel, welcome in. Trial fan Lydia, Dramatic Chipmunk, welcome in. Lydia says, just made hot chocolate because I lost control of my life. This is my third cup. A64 Dancer, welcome in. All right, so let's get hopping into our game. It is time for a cookie. So I'm really annoyed that there is not an animation for eating the cookies. Like you just see the little flickers. I thought there would be more of that. So how do I get out of my chair? Press left shift to dismount. It treats it like it's a horse. Okay. All right, so this is our manor house so far. Let me get out of here and I will show off the exterior of what we did last time. So we finished up this whole section. This is the east wing of the manor. Well, I say it's the east wing because that's what it actually is in the actual map of it. But in Minecraft, because of the way my world is oriented, it's actually the south wing, which is weird, but whatever. So we finished that up. We put a roof on top of it. I've got a little ladder that leads down into this area. This whole section will be sort of like tables and chairs. We've got several bedrooms that we need to fill out with interior spaces. I don't know if we'll get to all of that this stream, probably not, but we will continue with the rest of it. This is the statue that is in the east wing of the manor, and I'm really pleased with it. I really like it. And then once we finish this build, we're gonna have a ladder leading down, and we're gonna put that's going to be where the dungeon goes. That's where our next build is going to go. We're going to create one of the classic dungeons. In fact, the very first dungeon that was ever published for Dungeons & Dragons. That's going to go down there. Here we have the wonderful courtyard. I'm really pleased with the way that turned out. We still need to figure out some sort of main entrance here. I don't like just having it wide open, but we will work on that. So we'll probably do some sort of a gate or a door here, possibly like a portcullis. That might be kind of cool. We could do some cool stuff with a portcullis. I see that people are using the new 8-ball command. I got that working tonight. So if you use the command exclamation point 8-ball with the numeral 8 and then ask it a question, the chat bot will give you an answer on that. And Trial Fan just said 8-ball, will Freya appear on screen tonight? And the chat ball says 9. So I don't know. Freya has actually been a little bit standoffish today. She's not really feeling all that great. So we need to go sometime this week. I'm hoping tomorrow to get her allergy shot. She's due for that, so she's been kind of itchy the last couple days. So I don't know if she'll appear on screen tonight. She might. Depends on if she decides she wants treats. She's starting to realize that whenever I have the studio lights on, it means that it's a time when she gets treats more often. So she will, there's a good chance that she'll come in later on. Let's see. So what do we need to do? What do we need to start with? Let's check up on chat real quick. Brad Chipmunk says, I've got my girlfriend tuned in with me tonight. She can be Mrs. Chipmunk. There we go. AV64. Ambi June, hello. It is good to have you watching. Always love having you watching my stream. Let's see. Dramatic Chipmunk says, dig that whole rock and stone. I have not played Deep Rock Galactic. Cass keeps trying to get me to play Deep Rock Galactic, and one of these days I will buy it. It's not a game that I have right now. I am like scatterbrained tonight. I don't even know what I need to get started with. Okay, I guess the first thing that we need to do is we need to put a yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to put a floor here. So we need oak planks. Go ahead and drop some of this stuff into our storage. Rat Chipmunk says, honestly, you're not missing all that much. In my opinion, it's fun with friends, though. I'd be happy to play it with you. That would be fun to do like a VIP multiplayer night. Get together and play a bunch of games with my Kofi members. Let's see. Lydia says, Wobble, will you build a bunny in a teacup for me? I will do that. I have a couple of other builds that I need to get to first, because I owe a couple of my Kofi members their special builds. But I do think the idea of doing a bunny in a teacup would be really fun. Chantel, thank you for the subscription. We are on a mission to hit 1,000 subscribers this year. This is my only Minecraft stream. I do retro games most of the rest of the time. We mostly play old NES, Super NES games. I do have a Friday night stream that currently we're playing the PlayStation game Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We are going to finish that up on Friday, and then we will do something else coming up after that. Dramatic Chipmunk says, do I get a special build? You do, because you are my newest Kofi member. So if you have a request for what you would like me to build, Chipmunk, let me know, and I will see if I can make it happen. Lydia says, Wobble, when you do the bunny, it needs a top hat. I can make that happen. We can definitely give the bunny a top hat. It will be it'll be a couple weeks before we get to it, Lydia. Chipmunk says, cat, cat, cat. See, I was already planning on doing a cat for you, Chipmunk, so I knew that. Do you have any particular request of what kind of cat you want? If you want me to build one based on one of your cats, drop an image of it in the Discord, and I can try to build one based on that. Lydia says, "Ah, you're the best." Oh wait, that's what Chipmunk's saying. "Ah, you're the best." One of them said, "Ah, you're the best." Chipmunk said a big fluffy Maine Coon, orange. Okay. My mom had a Maine Coon. I need to post some pictures of him at some point. He unfortunately passed away a few years ago, but he was the sweetest cat. Okay, so I need to pay attention to what I'm doing here, because this is the stairwell and it needs to line up somehow. Somehow it needs to line up. I don't really know how we're gonna make that work, but we'll do what we can with it. How's everybody's week been? It doesn't feel like it's already Wednesday. I can't believe it's already Wednesday, because it honestly, I feel like I was just streaming just the other day, and that was on Sunday. Hi, Not Sure. How's it going? Always good to see you in my stream again. Okay, so we got that there. We got to figure out this. Hi, Brittany. Hello. How are you doing tonight? Lydia says, "Wobble, I woke up at 11 today. Imagine how I feel." I didn't wake up quite that late, but I did wake up late for me. I think I was up at 9. I'm usually up by like 7 or 7:30 at most. Not Sure said, I put in easily over 200 hours with both our sons building a Minecraft world. I love big worlds like that. I don't know how many hours we put into this one. I'm not sure what week we're on, to be honest. Somebody could check the playlist and see how many streams we've done. Most of them are about 2 to 4 hours long. Not Sure says, complete with an 8-minute and 34-second long roller coaster. Oh wow, that's cool. We need to build a roller coaster in this world at some point. That would be really fun. What am I doing? Smooth. Yeah, there we go. We need smooth bricks. Ditch some more stuff. We could probably do another little another little nook here to go under the stairs. In fact, let's clear this out. Dramatic Chipmunk says, a D&D roller coaster and you go right into Tiamat's mouth in the end. Oh, that would be cool. That would be fun. I don't know if my building skills are quite up to that task, but it would be very neat to try it. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to flatten this out, because this needs to be, I'm gonna make this work. I gotta do something a little bit different here. Do that, and then we start going up from here, maybe. Those. Not sure says I miss building with my kids. Have they moved on from Minecraft? Let's pull these out. Not sure says my youngest is almost 14 and they're too cool to play Minecraft with me anymore. Oh, I hate that. Okay, so let's see how this looks from below. That worked. Lydia asked the 8-ball, should I run tomorrow? 8-ball says the answer to that isn't pretty. Brittany says, what are you running for? Chipmunk says, what are you running from? That's probably a better answer. Or a better question, I mean. Okay, so we need to stick... Oh. If you are new to this stream, we use a mod pack called Builders Paradise 2 for this stream, and it has a whole bunch of tools in it. It's technically a survival mod pack, but it has a whole bunch of tools in it that allow you to build faster and increase the number of blocks that you have available. So it has a item in it called the Transmutation Tablet, which basically sort of serves as like a bridge between survival mode building and creative mode. It's what's given us some items like the Swift Wolf's Rending Gale Ring, which allows us to fly, and then the tablet, as long as we have enough points in it, called EMC, we can pull items out of the tablet that we've fed to the tablet before. Not sure says, my oldest stopped playing with me when beating me at Call of Duty became too easy for him. Oh no. Lydia says BGC makes us run the track until they let us inside. Brittany says, you shouldn't be running with your cough. It'll make it worse and I'll be forced to make you sleep outside. Oh no. Oh, I have to just... Trial Fan asked the 8-ball, should I dye my hair purple? The 8-ball says don't bet on it. I have to disagree with the 8-ball on that one, Trial Fan. I think you should do it. This 8-ball is kind of a buzzkill. Thought it was gonna be cooler than that. Lydia says that she thinks you should dye your hair too, so I gotta agree with the kid. Okay, so let's put a railing here. Fence. Let's see. Chipmunk asks the 8-ball, "Are you infallible?" The 8-ball says, "Forget about it." Lydia says, "My hair was purple." My hair was never purple. I never had enough hair to make it purple. I did get highlights like once when I was like 16, I think. I got like blonde highlights. Back when I actually had hair to dye. Okay, so we got this level done. There's actually not much in the way of rooms up here. It's all kind of one big area. And then we need to do the entrance here. So what I need to see, I want to make this match with the other side. That goes to 97. What does this one go to? 99. So we need to come up 2 levels on this one. Chipmunk says, "That's because you're old like me, Wobble. It was a rite of passage." I think that's true. Fan says it really was. All the guys had them. Not sure says, "I used Manic Panic to dye my hair dark purple after an entire summer of putting sun in my hair to make it blonde. I almost got fired." Oh no. Chipmunk says, "I never dyed my hair, but I did have a shoulder-length perm back when I played in bands in high school." Fan said last very pale lilac color I got was Pulp Riot. I have a friend in a local board game group who has bright green hair. It's a really cool color. Not sure says, I'm pretty sure I bought the Manic Panic at Hot Topic. Brittany says, is this the same friend from book club? Is his hair green now? No, no, this is the person with green hair is female. We do have someone from book club who has very, very like tomato red dyed hair. And when I saw him the other day at a D&D night, his hair had kind of is like down to like a pink now. I think maybe some of it washed out. Trial Fan says, see Wobble, we are educating you in all things related to hair trends. Yeah, we are living, I'm living vicariously through all of y'all. Eight Ball is being a bummer. Lydia asked the 8 Ball, said, should Trial dye their hair purple? Says, look deep in your heart and you will see the answer. Trial says, Lydia says, Trial, my heart says yes. All right, so we need to add a couple of bricks to the chimney. Okay, so we need some of our copycat corner blocks here. Got so much stuff in my inventory. I need to clear some of this out. Brittany says she won't do it though. She didn't even want tinsel in her hair last year. Trial Fan, I think you have to ask it like yes or no questions. I don't think asking how you can get money fast is gonna work on the 8 Ball. Although it might get you followed by like spam bots. So you might want to be careful with that one. Okay, so we're gonna do a spruce that we did for the roof. Oh. Yes, hello. how are you doing tonight? Congratulations. For those that don't know, Cass was running a Kickstarter for Terra Aspira, which is a, is it system agnostic, Cass? It's a tabletop role-playing game supplement for cool locations that you can drop into your fantasy tabletop role-playing game campaign setting. And they just completed, well, actually, I think is it still going? I think it's actually still going, but they just completely funded Yeah, Cass says it's system agnostic. I thought it was. Cass says, hi everyone, I'm super sleepy tonight, so forgive low energy. I approve of any and all purple. So we are getting pretty close to the end of this build. Like I said, after we finish this outer section, all we really have left to finish are the interiors. And when this is done, what I'm actually planning on doing is I will be posting the world download with instructions on how to play it. You'll have to be on Java edition of Minecraft, and you'll have to get a specific mod pack to play it. But that will be available as a free download for my Kofi members, which is something that you can become for just $1 a month. And it really helps support the channel. It gives you all kinds of cool perks. So if you are interested in playing this in your own Minecraft world, I'm gonna drop a link. Oh, come on. The link in chat will allow you to become a Kofi member so that you can grab that free download when it becomes available. I don't know if we'll be completely done with it tonight. We may have another week to go before this build is done and I release the first version of the world download, but we'll see. We'll see how far we get. Kind of depends on how late I stream tonight. Brittany says, Brittany asked the 8-Ball, should Trial Fan begin a lucrative side hustle of Scandinavian basket weaving? The 8-Ball says, yesterday it would have been a yes, but today it's a yep. Stonehome Game says, I always thought there could be a solid D&D Minecraft mod that lets you run it in game. The blocks could equal 5-foot squares. Monsters could be brought in, dice rolls, etc. Yeah, I think it would be a really cool idea for a Minecraft mod. I'm not so sure about the block equaling 5 feet. Unfortunately, the way the dimensions work out, it's not quite a good match for that. But it is pretty close. However, it would be really cool to, see Minecraft monsters brought into, or Dungeons and Dragons monsters brought into Minecraft, and really see the way some of those things play out. Stonehome Game says 3D battle maps don't exist that work well. Minecraft could work out, and you could adjust spacing. However, yeah, I absolutely agree with that. You could do some really, really interesting things with all of it. So we actually need to around through all this and clear this out. Chipmunk says Wobble challenge. The next person who makes a donation to Wobble's Kofi, I'll match it. It's a thing I'm in the mood to do tonight. Wow. That thank you, Chipmunk. Chipmunk just said that if someone wants to offer a donation to my Kofi account, that Chipmunk will match that donation. That is incredibly generous, and you don't have to do that, but it really does support the channel. For those that don't know, I have epilepsy, and that has made it very difficult to work a traditional job. So doing things like streaming, the tabletop role-playing game releases that I put out every so often, I do some editing work, things like that. Those are my primary forms of income. And unfortunately at the moment, it's not something that is fully sustainable. I'm still in a position where I have to rely quite a bit on family. So anything like that really helps me. It really helps the channel, and it helps me produce the types of content that people seem to like. Brittany says that I already paid for you to get highlights over spring break. I'm tapped out until it's back to school time. Cass says if I weren't scraping the barrel myself, I'd be in there. Someone make DC pay up. Uh-oh, who we got? AV64 Dancer made a $5 donation. Thank you so much, AV64 Dancer. You guys are too good to me. Brittany says, what if Chipmunk, instead of matching that one, you match the highest one made tonight? Ooh. Yeah, y'all gotta be careful. I feel like Chipmunk should probably put a cap on whatever match he wants to offer. I don't need any of my followers hitting. Chipmunk just donated $10. Thank you so much. That's more than AV64's donation. I just need to point that out. Like, that's not a match, that's a doubling. Your math is wrong. I do appreciate it so much, though. It is really, really helpful. And you guys are an amazing community. You really are. Chipmunk says, I doubled AV64 Dancer and I accept Brittany's challenge if there's another donation. Okay, Chipmunk, seriously, put a cap on this, all right? I want you to put a cap of, like, you know, I don't know your finances, whatever you are comfortable with, but, like, seriously, put a cap on how much you're gonna match for tips to my channel, because I don't want to blow your bank account, dude. That does, however, that puts us 37% of the way to the goal for a Stream Deck XL, which is a device that I want to pick up for the stream, which would really, like, help. It would really help with the like, types of events and scenes and stuff that I can do on the stream. Right now I'm using keyboard hotkeys, and that is sort of the main way that I have to trigger anything. And there's only so many hotkeys that are untriggered already on my that are unbound already on my keyboard. We need a campfire so that we can have smoke coming out of the chimney here. Yeah, that looks good. Chipmunk says, I got the Riz for it. Am I doing this right? You got to ask Lydia that. Lydia is our expert on modern slang for the moment. Need to fix this. This doesn't look right. That's kind of weird. Do that. Oh, I like that. That looks better. Let's do it like that. No skibbity. Gotta get that skibbity Riz. All right, I got a question for you guys. What was the hot slang whenever you were a kid? When you were a teenager? Chicken jockey, chicken jockey. Stonehome Game says killer. Yeah. I went through a phase when I was obsessed with the term groovy. I don't quite like the way this looks. Let's see what we can do here. Let's do one of those framed, what's it called? Framed double slope. Dancer just tipped $11. Thank you, Dancer. Brittany says, I want to say my childhood was psych. Chipmunk says, I still say peace out. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand is a good one. Chipmunk says, I'll hold until the end of stream, but $11 will be my match unless somebody beats that. Thank you, Dancer. Trial Fan says, Lydia is peaked a thing now. Lydia says, I think, I don't know. Brittany says, did y'all see that Brian Wilson died? Rip the ultimate beach boy. Yeah, I saw that. There was another musician that just passed too. Who was it? Brick wall like that. Sandstone, modern brick, granite. There's one for bricks. I'm gonna try to do something on the top of this. I feel like I need something for the top of the chimney, but I'm not really sure what. Oh yeah, Sly was the other musician. Chipmunk says, I still say word as a term of agreement. Carl Fan says there was a movie about the Beach Boys. Let me look it up. It was good. Okay. Okay, so we have got this section basically done. Brittany says, you're cooler than me, Chip. I say okie dokie like a good old Midwestern dad. I say okie doke a lot too. Lydia says, I'm riding my hoverboard. Look at you in the future. Back in my day, we didn't even have hoverboards. Oh no, this is not gonna do. What did we do here? We have two different size windows. That is not gonna work. That is not gonna work at all. We gotta fix that big time. I gotta run back out of here and figure out what this looks like from the outside. And he says if it wakes up the boy, I'm sorry. Trial Fan says the movie's called Love and Mercy. John Cusack plays Brian. Stonehome Game says the word dude is so ingrained in me, I don't know if I could lose it. All thanks to TMNT. Yes. Cowabunga, dude. Totally tubular. Brittany says, John Cusack, Michael J. Fox, and Danny Elfman. Those are my weird crushes as a woman in my 30s. Brittany says, ew, wobble, stop. No. Cass says, bodacious. Totally righteous, man. I'm gonna go catch some sick waves. Let's see here. Chipmunk says, I sometimes say wicked and not always in the form of the Bostonian wicked Hadkoa? What? I don't even know what that's supposed to say. Brittany says, oh my god, this reminds me of a get to know you exercise. You had to go around the room and say your name and then do it again with an adjective that starts with the beginning letter of your name. I use wicked a lot. People who follow me on Blue Sky see that one very often. I feel like I need to do something for a door here, but this is a 3-wide doorway, and there aren't any like doors in Minecraft that span 3 blocks, and I really hate it. It is like my #1 pet peeve. If I could ever find a mod that would span 3 blocks with a door, I would be so happy, because I really like the spacing of a 3-wide doorway, but it is just, it's something that they don't do, and I am so frustrated by it. Hardcore, man. Chipmunk says it's hardcore, but Bostonians have a non-rhotic accent, so they don't say the R's. You pronounce my phonetics exactly right. Brittany says you had to go around the room, say your name, and then do it again with an adjective that starts with the beginning letter of your name. So Alice would say, I'm Alice, amazing Alice, but I didn't want to be basic with beautiful Brittany, so I went with Bossa Nova Brittany, and my husband still embarrasses me with it to this day. That is amazing. I love it. Bossa Nova Brittany. I'm gonna get you like a hat for your birthday that says that. Lydia asks the 8-ball, is Wobble old? And the 8-ball says, outlook good. Speaking of getting old, I am going to do a special stream coming up in a couple of weeks for my 40th birthday. And I'm expecting all of you to attend, because we're going to do a lot of cool stuff. We're going to do some giveaways. We're going to do some games. Some of it will be, you know, kind of multiplayer, interactive sort of stuff. I've got a couple of people who are offering up some cool things to give away. I've got someone who has a whole bunch of random Steam games that they want to give away, and the guys from Dramaria are supposed to be sending me some stuff that hopefully they haven't forgotten about Stonehome Games. So I'm really looking forward to that. That will be in July. I haven't really nailed down a date, but we will do that. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm not really sure how long that stream will be or what day it's gonna be, because I don't have my life together at the moment. But it will be coming up in the next couple weeks, so you should follow me on Blue Sky, or you should be following the Discord if you want to know what's going on with that. Brittany says you'll forget by February. I will not forget by February. I'm gonna make a note. Chat, I need you guys to remind me in February that I need to get Brittany a hat that says Bossa Nova Brittany for her birthday. Chipmunk says I'm about to be 40 on Saturday. Chipmunk says I'm about to be 41. Well, happy early birthday to you, Chipmunk. Stonehome Game says it is sent out tomorrow. Had to lump it in with shopping, so it's all in one trip. All right, I'm excited for that, because I know what is coming, and you guys don't, and I can't wait to show it off when we do the birthday stream. And it will go to a lucky viewer. Brittany says, yes, you will. Your epilepsy will erase this from your mind. I don't think so. You are underestimating my desire to embarrass you. Brittany says it'll be just a fever dream by then. Uh-oh, Dancer is pushing the match even higher. Dancer, thank you so much for your donation. Dancer says this should get it to over 50% with this in the match from Chip. Trial Fan says, who could ever forget Bossa Nova Brittany? She's gonna hate me for this, but Bossa Nova Brittany sounds like a knockoff Barbie. We love you, Brittany. Figured they would have a good corner piece here for this, but guess not. Let's do the parapet across the top. That should. Doesn't work. They go at the top. Oh, we can do a shelf. Where is it? Shelf. Does okay. All right, so I have a question for you guys. Since I'm talking about doing the birthday stream, what kind of activities do you think I should do for the stream? So I want to do some activities that are kind of interactive with the stream. I think that would be a lot of fun. Trowfan, I said, since I'm planning on doing a birthday stream coming up, what kind of activities would you guys like to see during that stream? Brittany says, use filters to make yourself look sillier anyway. I could do that. I could do filters. Chipmunk says, play a game and base your actions on a chat vote. Okay, we could do that. Brittany says you should have me come over and narrate one of your streams for you. Narrate how? Choose your own adventure game. That would be fun. I actually have a couple of games that would work for that. I have a couple of they're kind of like visual novels. And so you could do something like that. They are kind of like choose your own adventure games. Stonehome Game says anything where people get to name stuff like Pokemon. Pokemon stream could be fun. One of these days, I'm going to actually put the windows in here. I keep saying I need to put the windows in. I need to do that tonight. Before the stream ends, I need to put the windows in the upstairs there because I haven't done it. And I really need to. Lydia says if mom goes to narrate, I get to come too. Brittany says, okay, like if I was narrating Minecraft, it would be like, okay, we're blocking up a wall here. Oop, no wait, it's coming down. Now there's some windows. I guess we're going to sleep now. What? WTF? Keep in mind, like, this would probably be a fairly long stream, so we could do multiple ideas. It wouldn't necessarily be one for the whole stream. Okay, so let's think about what we want to do for some interiors. But first, I'm gonna do it. I need to put in the window. Need to do 1, 2. Gotta figure out this angled window. Hate doing the angled windows. They never play right. Brittany says, never mind, I'm not kid friendly. Brittany says, I do think a takeover game would be cool. Like have someone do your narration as you're doing it, or the dialogue of characters and funny voices. Oh, dialogue of characters and funny voices could be fun. Okay, so we do, if I remember correctly, There we go. That goes there like that. Chipmunk says I volunteer as tribute. Chipmunk says, all right, I'm an old man and it's getting late, so this is my last call for donations before I do my match. All right, people, if you want to see Chipmunk match your donation, now is the opportunity. What exactly are the rules? It's the highest donation gets matched. I think the highest right now is 12. Chipmunk says the next donation gets matched along with everything that A64 Dancer has donated. Oh, I can't sneak through there. Oh. That's a bummer. Brittany says I'm getting this boy to bed so I can enjoy time before I force myself to go to bed by 10 p.m. Spend your whole life wishing no one was telling me what to do, only for me to be the one telling me what to do. Brittany says, you're a good man, Chip. I wish I had the funds to help, but mom life doesn't pay in cash money records from the 99s and 2000s. Oh, no, those are not the ones I want to do. I need to go on the outside to make this work. Good night, Brittany. Thank you for hanging out with us. Why doesn't this look like the other one? What did I do wrong here? Yeah, see, that's the problem. I need to go... one on the interior, two on the outside. What I've got. Okay, so I think I just need to bring this out one more block. Is basically what I need to do here. Lydia says like and subscribe, and you should listen to her because she's a pretty cool kid. Dramatic Chipmunk, you are incredibly generous, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You really don't know how much this means because it is a huge, huge help, and I appreciate it so much. And I will definitely be in touch with you soon about the project that we were talking about on Discord recently, because that is going to be a really, really fun event when we get that one in gear. Chipmunk and A64 Dancer, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. That puts us at 55% of the Stream Deck goal, so that is really exciting. I have to come back up and fix that, but that'll be all right. That will be okay. Chipmunk says, I can't wait until you announce it. Yes, and we will announce it soon. I've got a couple of things that I need to work on. This is not the birthday stream that we're talking about. Chipmunk and I have another event that we are in the very, very, very early stages of planning, but I think it will be a lot of fun, and it will go to a good cause. So more info on that coming in the future. Dancer says, can you build helicopters? I can build helicopters. I can't promise that it will fly, but we can build a helicopter build in the world. There are mods that allow you to do flying like vehicles, but which you can actually fly around the world in, but I don't think this mod pack has those mods installed. But we can definitely do a static build that looks like a helicopter. I really love this music. Dancer says that would work up on a pedestal. Yeah, we could do it on a pedestal, or we could make it like it could just be up in the sky somewhere and make it look like it's flying. It just wouldn't move around. Although there is a mod in this mod pack that lets you do rotation. We could possibly make it look like the rotors are spinning. I would have to play around with that a little bit, but I think I can make it work. That would be really fun. We may have to do a stream before we launch into the next dungeon build. We may have to just do a stream where I catch up on some of the special builds that I owe everybody. Because I owe one to Heathen, I owe one to Goblin Drew, I owe one to Chipmunk. I need to finish Gusty's. Stonehome Game says, switching from layout to editing and gotta focus up. We'll be lurking about, I'm sure. Night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with us, Stonehome. I hope that your vacation was good, and know that you guys are back to work this week, so... What's going on with this? Wanting to put them down below. Lydia says, me too, even though I didn't pay. Yes, you too, Lydia. I owe you a bunny with a top hat in a teacup. That's not what I wanted to do. Bricks. Okay, and then I need to go back on the inside to figure out where my second level of windows goes. That is what, 4 and 5 blocks tall? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One needs to be 6 blocks tall. Match with the other ones. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just one more block. Chipmunk says, all right, Wobble fam, I got to get ready for bed. Work is going to come early tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you so much, Chipmunk. I really can't thank you enough. You are amazing. And I am so glad to have you in my community. Get our glass in here, and that will be one side of the windows done here. I gotta go back inside and fix that. Alright, that's one side done. Oh, I need to got the other side now. Go up one more. You know, we could do something fun for the birthday stream, like do something like an 80s trivia or something like that. 80s movie trivia. I think that would be a lot of fun. That means Lydia has about 2 weeks to start watching a whole bunch of 80s movies. Although I know she's seen some of them. She's seen some good ones. Oh, I fell. Cass says it's cozy time for me, coffee and cookies time. I will see you all next stream. Thank you for hanging out with us, Cass. And congratulations again on funding Terra Aspira. Can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it. Dancer says cookies? I do not have any cookies, but I have an apple fritter waiting on me for my breakfast tomorrow with my coffee. I've been trying to really cut back on sugar, but I had a really good doctor's appointment the other day, and my doctor was really pleased with the way that my blood pressure has come down. And basically said that, you know, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. So this is sort of like a little reward for progress that I've done since getting sick. Nice warm apple fritter and a cup of coffee is just kind of like heaven. So my sense of time on this stream is all out of whack because because we got a late start on it. We started the stream like an hour later than normal. And so it feels earlier in the evening to me than it actually is. Once we get this section done, then it's just strictly interiors after this. We got one more window that we need to put in on the second floor here. I need to do a couple little touch-ups on the roof. I think that's basically it. That doesn't fit there. Just in front of the interior to do that window, though. Then, of course, I need to come back out here later and clean up all the torches and stuff. All of the random torches that are scattered everywhere. Fan says no stream tomorrow night, right? But Castlevania Symphony of the Night on Friday night? Yes, that is correct. There is no stream on Thursday night, but we will be back on Friday. We will actually be finishing the Castlevania Symphony of the Night stream. There's not really much else to do. I spent some time this week and finished, well, haven't completely finished, but I did a lot of the item grind to collect the items. And so there's only like a couple of them left to do. We'll finish that up on stream. We'll take out Dracula, and I may do a very quick Richter run depending on how quick that stream goes. But we will finish that up on Friday. Although I think I have decided that I'm going to do... well, I don't want to say that yet. I'm still debating on what to do with my Saturday time slot. The last Saturday, we tried an evening stream. We played Mega Man X, and it was a good stream. The viewership was not particularly higher than my Saturday morning streams. So I'm kind of on the fence on that one. We're going to do another Saturday evening stream this Saturday. And then we'll kind of see what we're going to do from there. Okay, I need to run to the interior. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see my complete stream schedule, I do post it in the community tab on YouTube. It's also in one of the pin channels in the Discord, and I also pin it to the top of my profile on my Blue Sky as well. So you can check that out on all of those. In fact, I will drop a link to the Discord in chat. We actually have movie night coming up. We're gonna watch the 1989 comedy UHF starring Weird Al. That will be on June 21st at 9 p.m. We'll put that in chat too. UHF movie night, 9 p.m. WobbleRocket Discord. June 21st. Trial Fan says, yeah, because viewers have to find you on Saturday night since it was the first time for Saturday night. Yes, that is very true. It could be, it's probably just that, you know, it hasn't really caught on that we are streaming in that time slot. Let's see, what am I doing? Need to go in here and fix that. Yes, 9 p.m. Eastern. I always forget to say that. That is 9 p.m. Eastern. I am actually not in the Eastern time zone, but most of my viewers are, so I always put my times in Eastern time zone, just because it's easier for the folks that I have watching the channel. Okay, so we just need to finish up this. That's right, yeah. Probably need to just set up a chat command for movie night. That would probably be the best way to do that, because I do try to plug it just about every stream that I do. One, two, three, four, five. Should be one more. Crowdfan says, Wobble, what are some more games with sort of a gothic theme like the Castlevania games? So we are actually going to stream Bloodstained Symphony of the Night, or not Symphony of the Night, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which is, it's actually made by the same guy who designed Castlevania Soten. But there's other games. There's the Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Those series draw heavily from that same sort of aesthetic. They're quite a bit different game style, though. They're 3D games, and they can be fairly difficult. I'm really not that great at them. I do have Elden Ring. I don't have any of the Dark Souls games, but I used to have Dark Souls on one of my old systems. I don't remember which one. But there's actually quite a few. There are some other games that have kind of taken that same sort of theme and run with it. In fact, there's a game called Lies of P that I've seen. There's a streamer that I enjoy that pops into my chat sometimes. His name is Retro D. He's been streaming that one lately, and it looks kind of cool. It's actually based on like a weird dark fantasy telling of Pinocchio, but it has that same sort of, geez, these are not going where I want them to go. Has that same sort of dark fantasy gothic aesthetic to it. All right, so that window is done. I gotta go fix one part on the outside of it. And then I gotta fix up the roof, and then we're done with the exterior. Yeah, that was good. Oh no, we're not done with the exterior. Dang it. I forgot. There are, at the top of the stairs, there are windows looking out. That's a bummer. Okay, that's fine though. We'll fix that. That won't be hard. So we stick that there. Need some more spruce logs. A spruce goose. Need to do the same thing on this side. Xander, hello, hello, welcome in. Xander says the Dusk Bloods is really similar to Castlevania. I think it's coming out in 2026 though. It's made by From Software, so hopefully it'll be good. Okay. I really love From Software's aesthetic. Like they have some really cool creature design, and the way they design their environments is really amazing stuff. So yeah, I'll have to look into that one. I have not heard of the Dusk Bloods, so that's one I'll have to look into. Xander, how are you doing tonight? We are in the process of finishing up a map from Dyson Logos, which I'll actually pull up on screen. This is sort of what the structure looks like. It's actually a map for Dungeons and Dragons, and we have been recreating it in Minecraft. And I'm actually pretty pleased with how it's come along. We're almost done with the build. I just have to finish up the interiors after I finish with some of these sections out here. Fan says, gentle reminder, viewers, to drop a like for Wobble. Thank you. Yeah, it actually helps the video quite a bit if you hit that like button. Because of the way that YouTube weights its algorithm. videos that have more likes to them tend to get recommended more often. And so it helps pull in new viewers to the channel, and that's always a good thing. Okay, let's do a little flyby here and make sure that everything looks right. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I need to go onto the interior, go up the stairwell, and figure out where those windows need to go. Probably eat some cookies too. Xander says, I'm good, thanks. Just chilling. What are some of your favorite games, Xander? So this is kind of a weird section because we don't have a lot of room here. But the map shows that there are windows on this stairwell landing. Of course, the way we ended up having to do the way we ended up having to do this stairwell is a little odd. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm just gonna do like some narrow windows like this. I don't think I'm gonna make very tall ones because I don't think it's gonna look right if I try that. Lydia, how would you scare your friends? Go floor to ceiling with it. That would look pretty cool. Let's pull in. We need things here. We need some copycat walls. Xander says Resident Evil, Metroid, Zelda, Minecraft, Mario, Fallout, and many more. I have never really gotten into the Resident Evil video games. And it's not that I'm not interested in them, because I am. I think it's just that, I don't know. Like, I think maybe I just don't enjoy playing them. I enjoy watching videos about them. Like I like watching a streamer play them, but playing them myself just doesn't really vibe with me all that much. Xander says, I'm really looking forward to Resident Evil 9. So happy they released the new trailer. RPD is back. I hope it's VR compatible. Resident 7 and 8 were amazing in VR. Yeah, I can definitely see that that Resident Evil in virtual reality would be amazing. That sounds like a fun experience right there. I have not gotten into VR gaming because I have photosensitive epilepsy. I'm a little nervous about it. I've done some reading, and a lot of people say that even with their epilepsy, it doesn't really affect them. Other than like the normal kind of flashing effects that would affect them on a monitor. But it's still still makes me a little nervous. So it's not something that I've tried yet. My brother has a VR headset and has offered to let me try it. And I just haven't taken him up on the offer yet. One of these days I will, just to see what it's like. Okay, so we got that one there. Kind of am not wild about the way it doesn't match up with the other windows, but there's not really anything I can do about that because of the placement of the floors. That's going to have to be what it is. And then I think there's another set up above it on the next floor. Oh, I do like that better, though. That looks cool. Let's check that out from the outside. See, that doesn't look great. That is shifted by block. Okay, so I need to bring this in, I guess. Xander says, I like to see other people's Minecraft creations. It gives me ideas. I love the tall Gothic window styles. I never thought of doing that. It makes me want to build a castle. So this has been a really fun exercise because, like I said, it's a... the base design of the map is something that was designed by someone else. I don't know if you play Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that, but... there is a guy who creates maps for Dungeons and Dragons games. His name is Dyson Logos. He's actually popped into this chat before and seen the progress that we were doing on this. And he made the base map that I'm sort of following. But it's intended to be like a top-down map, and most maps in Dungeons and Dragons are viewed from the top down. So it's really been a fun challenge to try to take that top-down map and turn it into a three-dimensional structure in Minecraft. We are using a mod pack that adds a whole bunch of different cosmetic blocks, which is kind of how you get like the blocks that are on a diagonal like this. But just even kind of insetting them one and doing the angles here, it really makes them pop, I think. Yeah, so in the base version of Minecraft, you can't do the triangular blocks. Those are only in certain mods. In this case, it's the Create Copycats Plus mod that you see at the top of the screen there. That's the mod that adds this. So if you're not playing on a mod pack that supports diagonal blocks, unfortunately that's not something that you're going to be able to do. But there's still like, I mean, there's still building techniques you can do that make window frames kind of pop a little bit and make them look really cool. I'm just using them in this mod pack because the mod pack supports them, and the way that this structure is laid out, it has a substantial portion. I'll show you in just a second. It has a substantial portion at the front of the structure that is built on an angle. Right here where the entrance is, it's actually built on an angle. So you absolutely have to have the diagonal blocks to really make it look right. I mean, you could do it without it, but it would just be a lot more, it wouldn't look as smooth, you know? Modded Minecraft is pretty much my favorite way to play the game. I've done a lot of vanilla Minecraft too, but there's just a lot that I really enjoy about modding and seeing all the different ways that people take the game and turn it into different things. Do this section right here. Vander says diagonal blocks are a good idea. That needs to be an official update. I agree. I would love to see them added into an official update for Minecraft. It'd be really, really good. All right, so we have pretty much the exterior of the manor is completely done now. I don't think there's any section that we have that's not finished on the exterior. Double check. We're good. I do need to add a ladder from this section going up to the roof. I do need to do that. All right, so I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. While I'm on break, I would really appreciate it if you're enjoying this stream. Take a second and send the link to the stream to a friend, somebody else that you think would enjoy this. I'm gonna grab something to drink. You guys grab some snacks. I will be back in just a few minutes, and you guys vibe out to Good Kid, which is the band that we are listening to right now. All right, we are back. Let's see. Check up on chat real quick. Xander says, has anyone played a Super NES game called Terranigma? It's an action JRPG. If you like Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, or Illusion of Gaia, you'll love it. I actually have played Terranigma. I didn't play it very much. I think I remember I had to get a fan translated copy of it because I don't think it was released in the US. Yeah, Xander says it never got released in the US though, only in Japan and Europe. That's by Quintet, isn't it? It's the same company that did Illusion of Gaia and Soul Blazer, if I remember correctly. It was a very good game though, from what I remember. Xander says it's very nostalgic to me. I love the old RPGs on the Super NES. Yes, I do too. In fact, we are actually starting, coming up in a week or two, we're going to be starting a playthrough of Final Fantasy VI T Edition. It's a ROM hack of Final Fantasy VI. So we'll actually be starting that in like 2 weeks. If you are interested in the Quintet games, however, there's a streamer called the Well-Read Mage, and I'll put that in chat. He's a guy that I follow. If you search him up, he has actually been doing a series where he plays through every RPG on the Super NES. I don't know if he's finished it yet, but he was just the other day was playing Soul Blazer, which is another game from the same developer as Terranigma, and is a really fantastic game in its own right. I'm gonna hop back into the game, and we will see what additional trouble we can get into with Minecraft. Let's see let's do some carpets. The red carpet like we did in the other section. I know there's some different chair models in this. I wonder what there is that we can stick in here. Cushion, seat. Blue seat, red seat. Try a couple of the gray seats. I like the way those look. So we need a slab and gray wool. We have slabs. Grab a couple of those. We have gray wool. What do we have? We do have gray wool. That doesn't work. That's not where I want it to go. Stick this into the thing just in case we want to use it somewhere else. I think there's really like an attachment that works for these to turn it into a back seat. Sure on that. I used the name of that block. I don't think I stuck it in my Fan says literally the hot seat, ouch. Yeah, there were these. What is this called? Birch couch from Handcrafted. I like that better than the seats. Let's see what we can do with that. Oh, we gotta go downstairs. What do we do as far as couch goes? Acacia, bamboo, birch, cherry. Cherry might be cool. Crimson couch. Need crimson planks, wool, and a cushion. I wonder if they link together. I wish there was a way to place them on an angle. Okay, so we need... Lydia says, Wobble, please show the mini WobbleBot. Okay. This is a Lego WobbleBot that Lydia made for me. I think it's really cool. I need to get her to fix it though, because it's got he's got a white chest. It's supposed to be black, so we need to get some black Legos, Lydia, and we need to fix that. I may actually look on... Lego has a thing where you can just order individual Legos. You don't have to actually buy kit. And the prices are actually pretty reasonable if you just order the specific Legos that you need. Because I think you can get them for like, depending on the piece, anywhere from 50 cents to $1. And so we need to order some Legos, Lydia, and we need to fix that. That way he'll look really, really great back there. But I love having him on the back of my shelf because he's so cool. You did a great job with it, kid. Did you ever finish the one that you were, the cat that you were doing for Stonehome? I'm not telling you to pay for it, kid. Saying that I would pay for it. I just have to do some research to figure out how much it would cost. Let's do I still have a bear head? I do have the bear trophy head. I wish the bear trophy head was a little bit bigger, but I think that's cool. Xander says, looks good. Lego works well with Minecraft. Another good idea I didn't think of. There is... Didn't they come out with a Lego game recently that that was kind of similar to Minecraft? I think they did. Could be wrong. Trial Fan says, are they larger Legos or normal size Legos? They are normal size Legos. Lydia says, Stonehome's cat will take too long, so I stopped working on it so I can spend time with the fam. That's fair. All right, let's do maybe like a painting or something. Yeah, that's good. These all the same size? They are. Table. Dark. Fan says, Wobble, I have to go. It's been a long day and I have to be up at 6. Love the stream and visiting with everyone. Night and thanks. Thank you for hanging out with us, Trial Fan. I am probably only going to stream for another 30, 45 minutes maybe. And then we'll get off here because it has been a long day for me too. Really like that that only has 4 legs. I feel like this table needs more than that. Let's see, we have another table here. At the desk. Wonder how that looks. That's a stripped dark oak desk. I don't want stripped. Although, we did that. Dark oak. I actually kind of like that a little bit better than the planks. That's weird. Doesn't attach. It doesn't attach. That's not what I want. Okay, let's try table. I guess we'll just stick with strip dark oak coffee table. Strip dark oak table. Fence and stripped dark oak log. Coffee table with another fence turns into a table. Dark oak log. Oh. All right, let's try this. I don't like the way that looks. I think I'm just not gonna like it, however it is. Maybe I'm just gonna cut some sections off of the end and make it look not so huge. See, I kind of wish that the table, like I wish that the grain ran all the way down, but it doesn't. It runs this way. And I don't think there's any way to fix that. Forget it. We'll go back to the planks. Oh. I lost the other part of the table. Table. There we go. Okay. I think we're gonna make this kind of like a war room sort of thing. So I want to do curtain, curtain. We're gonna do a armor stand. And let's grab some armor. I don't have armor. Chest. Why didn't you get put on there? Oh, because I don't have any armor on. That's why. We got an armor stand in there. Need panel. Lydia says, like and subscribe or I'll eat your food. That doesn't seem very nice, Lydia. That's not what I wanted. Come on. I really like the way these panels work, because they add just a nice little additional texture to the walls. It really kind of steps things up just a smidge. Lydia says, good night, guys. I have to go to the BGC tomorrow and need sleep. So good night, Wobble fam. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Lydia. Xander says, I wish the Switch version had mods. I have Minecraft on PC too, but my current file at the moment is on the Switch. Yeah, unfortunately, there are a lot of versions of Minecraft that don't support mods, and it's really a shame. Because mods are really one of the things, in my opinion, mods are one of the things that really give Minecraft a ton of replayability. There's so much you can do with them. And pretty much whatever experience you want to have in Minecraft, mods can provide it. Like, there are mods that turn it into a farming game. There are mods that turn it into a zombie survival game. There are mods that turn it into Jurassic Park. I mean, there are so many different mods. If you want to play like a hardcore engineering type thing where you have to manage supply lines and all kinds of crazy stuff like that, there are mods that do that. It's probably, like, as far as a game with mods go that has the most transformative mods, I don't know of another game that has mods to that extent. Like, Skyrim has a lot of mods. Skyrim is probably the most modded game out there. But Skyrim, most of the mods are still, you're still playing the same basic game. You run around, you have weapons, you fight enemies, you explore dungeons, all that kind of stuff. Minecraft, the mods can completely change the way you approach the game. And can even turn it into completely different games. The only thing that really probably comes close is sort of like what Roblox has with its internal systems for making games within the program. All right, let's see here. What do I need to do? It's like, why is this thing moving slow? And I was like, I'm dropping down to 36 FPS. I wonder why it's dropping so low. We're only using like 30% CPU, so. Really sure what to do with this little room here. Like a small one. There's not really a whole lot I can do with it because of the size. But it does have a window to it, so I guess we could make like a small bedroom. Let's do that. Let's make a fancy bed. Fancy bed, we'll do what we got for birch. Dining bench, cool. Birch couch. Put the couch, I guess we put it there. Like that. Take that out. Let's do some bookshelves. I don't have bookcases in here. That's weird. Thought I had bookcases in here. Book. Let's go with stripped birch, maybe. No, let's just go with the stripped oak. Stripped oak bookshelf. We need stripped oak logs and books. Going to drop a whole bunch of stuff off because my inventory's filling up again. Oh, that was a big thunderbuss. That's in the game. That's not actually here. Stripped oak logs and books. Every time I hear like a big thunderclap like that on Minecraft, I always have to check and make sure it's not in real life, because it's a fairly realistic sound. It always kind of tricks me every time I hear it. Kind of like that. We got that. Kind of weird to have a bedroom that has two doorways, but you know, whatever. To the parapet window. Xander says, I love the rain in Minecraft. It's so atmospheric. It makes me feel so cozy to be indoors. I love it too. I don't know. Does this one have the wind chimes mod? Oh, it doesn't. There's a mod that adds wind chimes. And one of my favorite things, I actually did a video on it. It's on my channel. It's a pretty old one. It's a short. But it is about the chimes mod, and it adds these wind chimes. And when you have the rain and the wind chimes going at the same time, it's so cool. The effect is just amazing, and it really sounds really cool. some lighting in here because I don't have anything. A chandelier. Adventure's Tower. I've got a lantern or something in here. What do I got? Striped lantern. Why not? Let's do table, an oak table there with a candle. A painting of the door. I don't like that because it doesn't go down all the way. Let's move the table. Table over here. That looks good. Yeah, that's not too bad. I like that. Drew, hello, hello. How are you doing? Drew says, whoa, we got stream music. We always have stream music. At least on this stream we do. I gotta figure out something to do with this. I don't like having just an open doorway there. Oh, I fell off the edge. How you doing tonight, Drew? Drew says I'm distracted by the great chat that I missed the music. We gotta figure out something to do in here, but I don't know if my brain is at capacity enough to be able to pull that off right now. Getting kind of tired. I can take out the add window thing. Oh no, no! Blew up part of my wall. Not what I intended to do. Need to figure out exactly how many rooms I need to finish up. I need to finish up 1, 2, 3. That one's done. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Still need to finish this one up. 8. This one is mostly done. Nine. And 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16. So basically like 16 rooms that need interior decoration. Drew says, doing great, Wobble. Long day, but the music lifts the spirits. I'm glad to hear that. You know, that is pretty much why I do my streaming. I hope that people who watch my stream come out of it feeling like the day is a little bit better because of it. Do some fencing here just so that nobody takes a tumble down the stairwell. Kind of like that. Grab some panels. Gotta fix this little section right here. I wonder if I should leave that nook there, or if I should just fill it in with the bricks. I'm gonna fill it in with the bricks. I don't think I like the way it looks with it just sort of sticking out like that. Although I could do like a built-in bookcase there. Try to see how that looks. know about that. Xander said I was thinking of a bookcase in the wall too. Yeah. Let's do this. I think will look better. Let's do this. The bookcase kind of breaks it up, but that looks better like that, I think. Like a weapon rack or anything? Guess not. More stripped logs. I like the way that looks. That looks good. Slice map, dude. Didn't even tell me how to make it. See, I would really love it if it had some sort of I don't think you can place papers in this mod pack. Yeah, you can't. I would love it if you could like scatter papers across the table. I think that would look really cool. Not really sure about that, but what we are going to do, take that panel out, we'll take that out, and we'll add that sticking out just a bit. That's not what I want. There we go. And then we'll add the wall lanterns, because everybody loves wall lantern. I'll do some lighting in here. Guess we can get rid of the giant torch in the middle of the hallway. I need to turn off night vision at some point and come back through the whole thing at nighttime and figure out the lighting. But I think that is going to be something for another day, because I'm getting pretty tired. I think we're going to call it here. Thank thank you so much to everybody who has watched tonight and who has hit that like button. And big thank you to A64 Dancer and Dramatic Chipmunk for their donations tonight. I don't really know if either of them are still in here. I know Chipmunk went to bed. I'm not sure if Dancer is. But that is a huge help, and it really supports the channel in amazing ways. So I'm really pleased for that. Thank you guys so much. Check us out on Friday. We will be finishing up my Castlevania Symphony of the Night randomizer run. There's not a whole lot left to complete in that run. The only thing we really have to do is to collect a couple of new items, and then we will take on Dracula and beat the game. If we have time on that stream, I may do a quick Richter Belmont run through the castle, and that doesn't take very long usually. It's usually pretty quick. So we may do that if that's what it comes down to. Other than that, that is what I've got coming up. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. Be safe out there. I know that things are kind of crazy across the country right now, especially if you are in major urban centers. So just be safe, you know. I hope that everybody has a wonderful week, and I will catch you guys on Friday. This is WobbleRocket signing out. See you guys later. Bye-bye.